Logan, CGN, here to help you go from craftsman to businessman. Jumping in today is, can you clone your perfect client? Like, is that even possible? Simply put, it is, and once you can identify who you want to go after, then it makes it way easier to figure out how to go after them. There's 5 things that we need to do to really identify who our ideal client is. And the first thing is, identify who it is. Think back in your own world. Who is your favorite client you've ever worked with? Not what type of person, but who's the actual favorite client. And the first thing I want you to do right now is to write it down. Pick one person or one couple, and I want you to write down their name. Because if we can identify the name, now it makes it real. It doesn't make it a conceptual thing, it's legit. And the reason I'm having you write this all down is because if you think about it, not enough. When you write stuff down, you remember it better. Great. Now you got your names, Betty and Steve. What'd you actually do for them? Write that down next. So now we have the who and the what you did for them. The third thing is write down 3 things you liked about them. Now, here's the caveat. I can't tell you how many people that I talk to that when I say, well, what kind of client do you like to work with? And they say, anybody that has money. It's like the worst freaking answer. Of course we all want to work with people that have money. But what if they have money and they're a pain in the ass? Is that who you want to work with? So the more tangible that you could write down, the more tangible things that you could write down, the easier this is going to be. So you like them because A, they were on time when you had meetings with them. B, they did not, quarrel with you when you brought up pricing. C, when you presented plans to them, they were trusting of you in your process, right? Whatever that is, I want you to write that down about that person because that's going to now identify how they act. Because now that we can identify tangible ways of this is what they do, we can go out and find them more. Plus, we can seek out red flags because if you love these people and they didn't negotiate with your price, but the next person that you talk to is like, I'm not working with you unless you drop your price, now it's a different scenario. So at least identify the great stuff before we go into the red flags. The 4th thing that I want you to go down, write down how they found you. Okay? Was it a referral? Was it on Facebook? Was it on Google? Think about what the referral, because 80% of our clients come from referral, as they should. What did that referral or referee say about you? Oh, go to Logan's company because he's always on time. He listened to my needs really well, and he actually came up with a design for me beforehand, right? So what we want to do is we're reverse engineering how did Betty and Steve buy. They're our favorite clients, the best project we ever did. We know what we did for them. We know why we like them. We know how they found us, but now we got to know why now. What did they do or see that made them or feel that made them decide today's the day to call? Was it they went to somebody's house and saw how amazing their space was? Was it they saw a promotion online? Was it, I don't know, let's say it's a bathroom. Was it that a pipe burst and they were thinking about getting a bathroom remodel done anyway, and because the pipe burst, now they're like, screw it, let's do it. And if you can identify what broke the straw that broke the camel's back, well, now we know why they moved forward. And you can take that information, and if everybody who comes to you for a bathroom remodel came because a pipe burst, well, now you know how to identify, hey, everybody who has a pipe that bursts, call me up. If you like this stuff, do me a favor. It helps the YouTube algorithm out. Hit the like button. Let's jump back in. So one other application, because there's a multitude of applications here, but one other application here is use this in social media, right? I see all the time, I see people posting, here's a new kitchen that I'm remodeling. Call me if you want help. You're selling what? A kitchen? We just identified who your perfect person is. This is a story. Let me run you through how it all works again. All right. Hey, my favorite client is Betty and Steve. Now, they came to us for a full backyard renovation project. What we loved about working with them as a company is A, they trusted us, right? When we talked to them about our plans for their backyard, they liked it. B, they were cool with the price. They didn't haggle it. They just understood that quality, it costs money, and they were good with it. And then C, they actually were good with showing up on time to everything, because sometimes, we get it that life gets in the way, but they showed up to everything, which meant that they took us seriously as well. Now, Betty and Steve, they were a referral from their friends Aaron and Tori. Now, Aaron and Tori apparently said that they liked working with us because we did another backyard for them, but we were worth it. They liked us because just like we liked how Betty and Steve were on time, they liked how we were on time, right? So we love when people notice that stuff about us. And the final straw that broke the camel's back for them to move forward was, crazy enough, they actually went over to Aaron and Tori's house, saw the patio and the fire pit that we put in for their house, and Betty and Steve realized that they wanted the same thing for their space. So if you see what I just did there, I just told a whole story. I literally just walked through the 5 different things, morphed it into a story, and that's way easier to remember if it's a Facebook post than if it's like, check out this backyard fire pit we put in. So when you are trying to get people to remember who you are, the more that you can storytell, the more they will remember it. The human brain is wired for stories, and that is what this all is. So if you're somebody, you struggle for the Facebook post, which like 98% of people do, and that's okay, because you probably never sat down and learned this stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and link a video on top 10 Facebook posts that you can do for your contracting business that will tell a story, and it's a lot easier than you think it is. And there's so much data that we have that when our clients post consistently on Facebook, it will bring people back to their website, which is where the money is all made. Check out the video.